Guys, this is going to blow your mind because we now have breaking news about the 2020 Ram EcoDiesel. This is a vehicle people have been asking us a lot about. This engine is very important, and now we have news.
And it's a new engine too, because they've updated it thoroughly with the internals. But in this video, let's talk about several big mind-blowing numbers. First of all, the specs on the new engine.
Right.
A little bit about how it's made.
Right.
Also towing numbers.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because this is another mind-blowing figure. And also how it compares to competition. But at the end, there is a special announcement.
There's a major special announcement at the very end of this video.
Related to the 2020 truck.
That's right.
Absolutely. So this is exciting. I mean, okay, so let's dig in, right?
Yeah.
So the 3-liter, it's a V6, the way it was before, and it's a 60-degree dual overhead cam, 4 valves per cylinder, and the number of the horsepower number 260.
Right.
We anticipated that before because Jeep announced that figure for their Wrangler and Gladiator.
That's right, with their diesel engine.
Yes, but this is Ram confirming this now. Maximum horsepower comes in at 3,600 RPM, and it's 8% higher than the previous EcoDiesel engine. But this is the big number right there, class leading 480 pound-feet of torque. The torque comes in at 1,600 RPM. It's 14% higher than the previous engine.
Damn! And that is a great deal more than the competition. And we're going to cover the competition in just a moment. But bear in mind, we now have, well, the 8-speed automatic transmission returns.
Yes.
Competition has 10 speeds, so how are they going to manage to fight them? That's an interesting question. Keep going.
Yeah, so this is the 8-speed that came out in 2019
Right.
for the new generation of the truck. So they're continuing using their 8-speed and their EcoDiesel for 2020. And the engine actually is going to be built at the Ferrara, Italy plant.
Right.
But then the entire truck is being assembled at the Sterling Heights plant in Michigan. And Ram is expecting class-leading fuel economy. How are they going to do this? They have class-leading torque.
Right.
And still, they're targeting class-leading fuel economy.
That's a crazy thing because the competition has things like, oh, I don't know, partially aluminum trucks, 10-speed automatic transmissions, a whole bunch of other things, and they're not going to be very happy when they see these numbers.
No.
And there are more numbers coming up that they're going to be really upset about.
Let's talk a little bit about what makes it tick.
Absolutely.
What makes it tick. And by the way, Ram is not announcing MPG or pricing right now. So
That's
those
right.
numbers will come later, and we'll tell you when the truck is going to be available in a little while. So first of all, it's got a new water-cooled variable geometry turbo, so that kind of makes sense.
Right.
To produce that much torque and have actually good drivability. Obviously, we haven't driven the truck yet, so we don't know. What else does it have?
It has redesigned cylinder heads and intake ports. This improves air-fuel swirl, which equals more power and better MPG according to Ram.
Yeah, this is all information coming from Ram. They lowered the compression a little bit to 16:1 instead of 16.5:1, but their new fuel system is delivering 29,000 PSI, pounds per square inch, which is really, high pressure for the fuel system, but you need that to get the injection right and get the efficiency and power.
Right, and to maintain that compression ratio, it's still very high, 16:1. The compact graphite iron block. Now, is this similar to what they were using on the big boy?
Yeah, and it's also similar to what Ford is doing, for example, in their turbocharged engines as well. So we're seeing the same kind of technologies being employed there.
Right.
By the way, right here, boom. Ram says the new 2020 1500 trucks, including the EcoDiesel, is going to be available in late fourth quarter of 2019. So,
It's
like
kinda soon.
fall, winter time. So
Yeah.
within about 6 months, you'll be able to buy this new diesel.
We'll see about that.
Yeah.
I hope they can do it. Now, here is the competition.
Yeah, how does it compare to competition? Because now in the light duty segment, we're going to have 3 trucks that are half-tons diesels. So let's start with a F-150 Power Stroke here. 250 horsepower on the F-150, 440 pound-feet of torque. Like we just said, it's a 10-speed automatic transmission. And the Silverado Duramax, the 3-liter straight 6, which is a very interesting engine within itself. Also going to be available in the Sierra 1500, 277 horsepower. So Ram didn't actually beat him on maximum horsepower.
But it's a diesel, so maximum horsepower isn't the big story.
Right, it's usually not,
Right.
as far as big trucks are concerned. But here's how it stacks up, obviously. 460 pound-feet of torque on the Chevy straight 6, but 480 right here.
Now, didn't Chevrolet recently announce their torque numbers?
Yeah, just like within the last couple of weeks. Well, actually, a little bit ago, and then they finally announced their towing numbers.
Right.
And we're finally getting to our towing numbers right here.
This is the big news.
By the way, we still don't have the fuel economy number on the new Chevy Straight 6. But Ford obviously will tell you that their XL and XLT trucks, their Power Stroke trucks in the 150 are actually up to 30 mpg.
Which is really impressive considering the size of the truck.
In the two-wheel drive.
Right.
So if Ram doesn't hit 30, there's going to be a little bit of an issue there, right?
Right. But
So we'll see how that works out.
towing numbers, now this is different.
Yes, so towing numbers, because trucks are about towing,
Right.
diesels are about towing, and getting fuel efficiency while towing. F-150 Power Stroke, pretty high number already, 11,500 pounds.
That's pretty much a heavy duty number.
Yes, and it's in the light-duty diesel truck, which is impressive. We towed with this truck on the iGauntlet, actually 2 times.
Right.
It did well. The brake applications, that wasn't the best result, but the fuel economy is there.
Right.
On the highway loop, we tested it.
Yes, we did.
That was a good result, and it can tow a lot. We haven't driven the Duramax, the Straight 6.
So we don't know how it handles maximum weight yet, or any weight for that matter.
Correct. But 9,700 pounds is what GM is targeting for that, for a two-wheel drive truck. Not class leading, but GM is not chasing that big number in this case.
It's still a good number, for a half-ton truck, but it is not class leading, however.
Yes, I need to get a pen.
I'll get you a pen.
Yes, so I need to get a pen for this because this is a big number for the Ram.
Ta-da!
And the number is maximum towing of 12,560 pounds
Damn!
in the 1500 EcoDiesel Ram. And like you said, this is already kind of a 3/4 ton territory, heavy duty truck territory. And they're targeting also best fuel economy. That's unbelievable.
This is really hard to believe, but it's also really cool because it's going to force the competition to up their game. Right now, I can guarantee you in Dearborn, Michigan, somebody's throwing something very heavy on the floor by seeing this number. And I can also guarantee that the guys at GM aren't very happy about it either.
Renaissance Center, something is falling.
Exactly.
Okay.
That is a hell of a number.
Okay.
But there's more.
Right, so the special announcement, we guys told you that Ram announced something else.
Can I write it?
Write somewhere.
I'm going to do it right here.
Okay.
This is really exciting because you guys have been asking about this, and it's going to happen.
Oh yeah, big letters. Yep, I think I know what you're spelling.
That's getting a diesel.
Yep. So all of you guys who like overlanding, you like camping, you like adventure, Ram is going to offer the EcoDiesel motor, the 3-liter V6, in the Rebel off-road truck.
That is really cool. Now, the first thing that happened when Roman heard this was, well, it still won't sound as cool as ours.
As a Hemi.
You're right,
Yes.
it won't. But,
Yes.
this is huge because a lot of people want to tow more with the Rebel or they want better range. And I have a feeling that's exactly what they're going to get.
Yeah, especially if Ram actually puts a decent-sized fuel tank in there.
Oh, please.
They have several choices with fuel tanks, but they also need the DEF tank, the diesel exhaust fluid.
That's right.
So as long as they can get that right, and you can go over 600 miles, let's say, on a tank, that's going to be a great off-road overlanding truck.
480 foot-pounds of torque with a locking rear def.
You can crawl over anything.
That is huge.
Yeah.
See, that's the part that I'm really excited about. So obviously, we are looking forward to what the Rebel's going to do. But here's the thing, okay? Guys, we have the Gold Hitch Awards that we do.
Yes.
We do our off-road awards. What's that called?
The Gold Winch.
The Gold Winch Awards. We have a ton of new trucks coming this way that are diesels, right?
Yeah.
So-
Heavy duties too.
Well, think about how many diesels are hitting the market. Not to mention the fact that we have other ones, like Nissan even has one.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff coming in the future that has diesel written all over it. And it's something that a lot of people aren't covering, but we are.
But I have a question. How will competition respond? We just told you about the Rebel diesel, right?
Right.
Is there going to be a Trail Boss diesel? Is there going to be a Raptor diesel?
Oh, can you
Well,
imagine when?
I don't know.
I'm not too sure.
That's a stretch.
Actually, it's not though. There's been guys who say that Ford can really boost their numbers like crazy, super tunable
Yeah,
engine.
yeah.
We'll find out about
Or
that.
maybe like another level of the FX4 package for Ford, maybe something with beefy tires, maybe FX4 Plus, or whatever you want to call it, with a diesel.
That is correct. Now, bear in mind, we do expect obviously a price premium for this power plant, but we don't know exactly how much.
Yeah.
Hell, we don't know much else other than what we've given you. So everything we get, we're going to give right to you as soon as we can get it.
But we do know what GM is pricing their diesel at, and we know
Right.
what the Ford price is, which is pretty aggressive already. Ford just announced that their diesel is available in an XLT trim for consumers.
Right.
It was previously a fleet-only deal.
That's right.
And now the GM Duramax engine is priced at the same level as their top V8. So they're not even charging a premium for a diesel. So this is a tough pricing situation that Ram will have to figure out.
Indeed, they will. So, guys, stay tuned. We got a lot coming, and we want to hear your comments. Please write them below. Obviously, you have an opinion about this, as do we, so we want to hear it.
Heck yeah, and go back to TFLtruck.com for more news, views, and real-world truck reviews.
See you next time, guys.
This is going to be a big year, dude.
Hell yeah, I'm looking forward to it.